member of the East Dulwich Writers Group. I'm never sort of, unsurprised by writers or sort of the goings on. And it was in this cafe here, after I was recovering from a particularly bruising encounter from people listening to my novel, that I met J.K. Rowling. She pulled up in this sleek black Lexus car, got out, looked at me, and gave me her mobile number, and she said, "Call me." So it was night time when we met on this corner. She sort of pulled up in her car, she got out, she parked, and I took her to my flat, which is just down this road here. We got to here by this sort of unglamorous kind of rubbish tip garden, and she just kind of like, well, just kissed me really hard, and was all over me. I was just overwhelmed. And one thing she commented on as we walked down were these black railings. She stopped and she said that these railings remind her of Edinburgh. And I said, well, it's funny because I live like 2 doors down, so I lived up there in that flat. And I took her to my room and we made love. And I thought that was the end of it. So a week later, I was just in my flat working on my novel, doing some editing on it, and I heard this sound on the window, and there she was, arms folded, a bit demanding, and she shouted up, "Let me in." So I let her in, and we didn't even get as far as my bedroom. She sort of almost like jumped me on the stairs, and then I said, "Do you want to come to my room?" And she said, "No," and she just left. That was the second time. The third time, the stone hit the window again, and I kind of knew who it was before I went to the window. It's J.K. Rowling again. The first thing she did was that she sort of took my papers. They were sort of on the floor like that, and she sort of dug her heel of her red high heel shoes into the papers, looked at me, and sort of laughed, and then we had sex. And I haven't seen her since. This was 6 months ago. So for some reason, her sort of digging her heels into my prose was like her way of saying goodbye or sort of thank you. And it's all a bit weird, but that was kind of it, The only thing that I suppose I can sort of say that I knew of her was that on the first time we made love, she said, "You can call me Jojo." J.K. Jojo Rowling, and me had an affair. But it's over.